Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Global News Network live broadcast. First on the agenda tonight is the casket test. As many of you may know, the dear Portia's father has set up a casket test to aid his daughter in finding a husband suitable for her. The first person to choose a casket was the Prince of Morocco. He chose the gold casket. The gold casket turned out to not be the correct casket to marry Portia. Second up was the Prince of Aragon. He chose the silver casket. That also was not the correct casket to marry Portia. Today, we go live to Belmont, where our own Connor Langlace is interviewing Bassanio, who has just picked the correct casket.
Hey Joe, I'm here with Bassanio, and he seems really excited. Bassanio, what just happened here?
Well, Connor, I just picked the lead casket, and inside was a portrait of my dear Portia, and a scroll, the summary and content of my fortune. Let me read you what it said. You that choose not by the view, chance is fair, and choose is true. Since this fortune falls to you, be content and seek no new. If you be well pleased with this, and hold your fortune for your bliss, turn you where your lady is, and claim her with a loving kiss.
That was a wonderful message. I see this ring on you. Is that from Portia, a sign of her love and loyalty?
Yeah, this is the ring given me by my dearest Portia as a symbolic act to indicate her giving to me both herself and everything that is hers. And she insists that I treasure the ring, and that if I ever lose, part from, or give it away, it will signify the ending and ruining of our love.
Thank you, Bassanio, and congratulations.
All right, thank you, Connor.
Hey, thanks, Joe. We're here with Shylock. Now, Shylock.
Hi.
How much is this bond of yours?
Well, as you can read, or you can't, thank a teacher for that, there is 3 months for 3,000 ducats. Or, if you can't pay it off, 1 pound of flesh from there where I chooses.
Now, Shylock, why won't you accept this payment that he has gave you instead of taking the flesh?
3 months have passed. 3 months have passed. What is a deadline if it's not a deadline? You tell me to run business here in the city of Venice and, loan money out. I do so, and people have to pay me on their due date. He has not done so. So I would say that I should have my pound of flesh.
You say you stand for law. What do you mean by that?
What do you understand by the law? The law is for everybody. I have followed the law. I have not broken any rules. I have not broken any laws. He signed it at the notary. When we put down the terms, he was comfortable with that. 3 months! And he had those ships out there on the sea. He said they would come back in 2 months, but you can't believe everybody who just opens their mouth and says something. It must be by proof. And he has not paid in 3 months. So, the bond is due. And so, I want my bond.
Well, thank you, Shylock, for joining us.
How far is heaven? And I know that I need to change my ways of living. How far is heaven? Lord, can you tell me?
Hi, we're live with Connor.
Hey, thanks, Joe. I'm just outside the courtroom where the case has just been dismissed.
What's the verdict, Connor?
From what I hear, Shylock is being accused of threatening a citizen of Venice.
Wow, what are the penalties that are going to be imposed on Shylock for this?
Well, Shylock is being forced to give up half his money to Antonio, and the other half to Jessica and Lorenzo when he dies.
Wow, that's pretty tough. Is there any more to it than that, or?
Oh yes, there's more to it, and this is going to kill him. He also has to become a Christian.
Wow, I don't know how he'll survive.
Me either.
Well, thank you, Connor. Please keep us posted. Hi, we're here with the wife of Henry Lithosley. Can you tell us exactly where you are?
We're actually in Stratford-on-Avon, the home of Shakespeare.
And what are you doing there today?
Well, we're very excited because we're unveiling a new portrait. It's a live portrait made of William Shakespeare. I actually asked my husband, who is the 3rd Earl of Southampton, to have this painting done. So Shakespeare agreed when he had some time to sit for it, and a live portrait of Shakespeare was done. This is the only known live portrait of Shakespeare. My husband, who is one of his literary patrons, was fortunate enough to be able to have this commissioned, and Shakespeare agreed, and so it will remain in our family, we hope, for many years to come.
Now, what's this painting going to do for... What's the impact of this painting going to be?
Well, we're hoping to show Shakespeare as he is. He's 46 now. As you know, the year is 1610, and Shakespeare dressed in his finest clothing. He's quite a well-off man now, so he has a beautiful brocaded jacket with a wonderful ruffle collar, and so he's to be shown exactly as he is at the peak of his writing career.
Where will the painting be kept?
Well, actually, we're going to be moving it from Avon to our family home in Ireland. Our family estate is in Ireland. All our relatives are there. So it was very kind of Shakespeare to allow this painting to be done and then to have it shown in Avon, but it will eventually be moved to Ireland and kept in our family seat there.
Wonderful. And how is the painting being preserved?
Well, you know, Shakespeare wanted the painting itself to be very natural. He wanted it to look like himself. In his finest clothes, of course, but he wanted it to really depict the way he looks. However, he thought the frame should be more protective and more elaborate. So as you can see, the frame is done with little rosettes around the edges, and it's a very thick wood frame. It should last many, many years, several hundred years at least, I would think. So the frame is going to be preserved in a very fine wooden frame.
Wonderful. And you said Shakespeare's shown in his finest attire?
Yes, as you can see, he has a beautiful lace ruff. Of course, you know, Shakespeare's been very successful with all of his plays and his writing of his plays. So he has a lovely lace ruff collar and this beautiful blue brocade jersey. We're going to be very proud to have this painting in our family home.
I'm sure you are, and thank you again, Mrs. Rithley.
Oh, you're very, very welcome.
Thank you. The current temperature is 48 degrees Fahrenheit. The barometric pressure is steady at 29 inches. The humidity is 93%. Visibility is 3.73 miles. The dew point is 46 degrees. The wind is out of the north at 13 miles per hour. Expect to see today's heavy showers taper off early tomorrow morning and continue throughout the week. The temperature should remain at a constant 50 degrees Fahrenheit. In northern Italy today, we are seeing temperatures around the mid-50s. As we travel south from Florence to Palermo, we begin to see temperatures in the mid-60s.